Hi! I'm gonna wait for a few people to come on the YouTubes. I think I figured it out. Let's see. I'm live. Thank you for your help. Hey, who do I have? Hold on, I'm gonna try to get on my lappy toppy here and see if I can. I've got my phone right in front of my laptop so that I can watch you guys and do the chat at the same time. I am not technical at all. Home. Let's see if it's popping up. How are you guys today? Let's see. My channel. And yay, live now. This is really interesting. You guys just get to stare at my nostrils. This is really interesting. You guys just get to stare at my nostrils. Control room. Okay. Now I get to see who I've got, I think. All right. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. I feel like I'm going to bust out in Macklemore or something. All right. So it's Mary, and I was tagged by Hannah Lemiuex to do a Scrappy tag for Scrappy tag 17. And so she gave us a list of 15 questions, and I figured what better way to answer those questions than laid up in bed with my foot elevated. Let's see here. Oops. Okay, well, I can't see any chatting. Kira, are you on here? Probably not. Her kids just got up. Ah, I hate technology. Hi, Sophie. I saw it. Okay, yay. I just wanted to make sure that we were able to communicate back and forth. Okay, so on to the tag. Yes, Hannah Lemiuex tagged me and a couple other ladies to do the Scrappy tag 17. And so I'm laid up. Here, I'll show you what's going on here. Don't mind my messy room. I'm in my bedroom. But there's my foot. Ah. Sophie, you think that you're the only chatty one? That's okay. So I have my list of questions here. Sorry for the messy hair. I don't care. So, yes. Question number 1. What's one Scrappy item you're surprised that you don't own? I'm fortunate enough to have everything I feel like I need, unless something else comes out. So I have the Silhouette Cameo. It would be awesome to have the new one, but I'm content with what I've got. So I think most scrappers own this item, and I do not, but I don't want it. And that would be the Xyron sticker maker. I don't know. Do you have it? Because I have seen it. I've been tempted to get it, and I feel like it's just something that would stick in my stash and I'd never use it. If I need it to stick, I'll use glue. I really like the dot stickies. I think it's Zott brand or something like that, that you can just kind of lay a piece of ephemera on and then pull one out. Hi, Carrie. You never remember to use it? Yeah, see, that's what I'm afraid of too, is that I'll pull it out, or I'll buy it, and then I'll never pull it out to use it. So, yeah, so that would be one item that I'm surprised I don't have, but I'm actually glad that I don't have it. My other item that I feel like I need, it's not a Scrappy related item necessarily, but because I'm on YouTube, I feel like I need a better technology setup, some kind of a camera or something like that, that will film longer than 10 minutes. I have the iPhone, but I have like 16 whatevers of memory, so I can't really film on my phone without deleting everything else on it. So what I do right now is I use my Canon Power Shot, and I film like that, but it's it goes off every 10 minutes because it's a camera, it's not a camcorder. So that is definitely in the future process. So the second question was, if I were to design my own line, what 3 elements would be a requirement? Oh my gosh. I would love to design my own line. I have to figure out some technology stuff first before I can get anything out to the world, but I really love to design stuff, and I already design wood signs for my Giddy Chicks business. So I already use the software on the Silhouette program, but I don't really know Photoshop that much. So I need to figure that out. Maybe I'll take a college course or something. So 3 elements that would be a requirement if I were to design a line would be geometrics and floral elements. I love the mix of that sharp edge with the more organic edge look to it. So I would definitely have geometric and floral elements. Punny phrases. Hey, the Pajama Crafter. Oh, yes, Sophie, if you know of any really good ones for not Photoshop, free stuff, because I don't want to pay all of that money for Photoshop. So, like, maybe I just need to explore more of PicMonkey. I don't know. But if you know of a free, like, Photoshop equivalent, that's what I'm down for. I would rather spend my money on scrapbooking supplies. So one element would be geometric and floral elements. The second one would be punny phrases, because you guys know me. I love to be punny. Funny punny. And then the third element would be, please, smaller layering pieces. These chipboard pieces are huge now. Like, they'll take up an entire picture sized space, and I can't even. Do you guys have problems with the bigger ephemera? I feel like if I'm doing a layout and there's like this giant goose or giant flamingo, like, people are going to look at that instead of the picture. Yes, Carrie. Oh my gosh, make them smaller. I just got a new pack, and while it's gorgeous of ephemera, it's the Vicky Booten ephemera pack. And it's gorgeous, and it has some smaller layering pieces, but the really pretty images are like giant florals. They're the size of my face. Yeah, see, Project Life, Sophie, it doesn't translate very well. If you do Project Life and scrapbooking, I can't really go back and use the big layering pieces on Project Life, so I get stuck with that for sure. You want to include photos on your layouts? Yep. Hi, oh, Tasha, okay. It's good to know your name. So I would also like to include like, you know, some kind of a unique element that's not on the market. I'm still kind of thinking about DIY embellishments and what I can do that nobody else has done before, and so I'm thinking I'm going to do a tutorial on how to do your own shrinky dink pieces. And if you guys watched my 80s throwback video over on the Spiegel Mom Scraps channel, you would have seen that I put some of those triangle pieces in, and so I think I'm going to do a DIY tutorial for you guys to make your own acrylic pieces. So yeah, that would be my line. So number 3 is, what one item is a must when you finish a layout? Happy dance. Because it takes me forever to finish a layout. You guys, the struggle is real for me. I will spend like 2 hours doing a layout, and I love just like meditating and going into that space, and it's really my therapy. So when I get done, the finishing piece is a happy dance. Usually I end off my layouts with like a splatters or sequins or something tiny. And that's usually the way that I end it. Date stamps. I usually do my journaling last because I've had that whole time to really think about what it is that I want to say about this layout. So I usually do my journaling last, which sometimes poses an issue. Like on my last layout with the Pink Fresh Studio line that I did, I didn't have a spot to put my journaling, but then I just kind of let that go because I felt like the picture said enough. And I had already put it in my project life and said something about it there too. So yeah, it just all depends. Those are usually like the different ways that I finish my layout, my last moves, I guess. My 4th question is, what's my most used social media influence besides YouTube? That would be the Instagrams. I am a sucker for Instagram. I feel like that community and that outlet produces more friendships, and as well as YouTube. I feel like it has bridged the gap between worlds, that you can make friends. And of course, you know, that's how Kira and I met, was through Instagram. But I've also met several other people that I feel like I know their life and that they know my life, and we can pray for each other and support one another. And if I was ever be in that location, that we could get together and have coffee, and it would be amazing. But I love Instagram for that reason. I feel like Facebook is too disconnected sometimes. I feel like for some reason Instagram is just more of an encouraging spot. So I definitely go there. And for inspiration, I also go to Pinterest for like sketches or ideas. But most of the layouts that I see on Pinterest, I've already seen first on Instagram or on Facebook. So those are kind of my inspiration second spots. I love YouTube though. So that's definitely my first. So 5, who is your dream collaborator? Oh, I already collaborate with Kira. That would be my dream collaborator. I would have to say like somebody who I don't know, because I already get to collaborate. I already get to collaborate with several lovely women every month over from the 7 Scrappy Ladies. I don't know if you guys have seen some of our challenges. We've been doing it for 2 months now, and last month we kind of made it official, so that's been really fun. But I would say I would love to collaborate with Missy Whitten, and Seuss Fish. I love Seuss Fish. I was really worried about her when she dropped off the face of social media earth. I was so worried that I went and I emailed like every single person that I knew that she was, you know, like design teams or friends, and finally got some answers back, and they were able to send her off messages and just let her know that I was praying for her and wished her all of the good luck. But yeah, I would definitely love to collaborate with Seuss Fish. Faith-based scrapping or you know, something like that would be an amazing collaboration. Bible journaling, she's awesome. and very inspiring. And from Instagram, you know, I love Retro Hip Mama, Andrea Gray, and she's very inspiring for me as well. So those are definitely some of the people that would be super fun to collaborate with. Sorry, I had a text message. Okay, so if money were no object, what would you purchase first? Every cart that I have open on every online crafty store. Do you guys do that? Do you window shop and add things to your carts and then delete it before you actually have to go and purchase something, just because you're like, oh, I need this, I need this, I need this, and by the time that you actually go to purchase and have the funds to purchase it, you're like, delete. I do that. I'm not ashamed to admit it. All the time. Thank you. Good. I'm not weird. But that would be my first purchase. I would just go on Amazon, on what's that Japanese or Chinese place where you can get like the dollar items. I forget about it. Oh, AliExpress or AliExpress. I would purchase from there. I'd purchase from Ellie's Studio, even Spiegel Mom Scraps. Goodness, I'm on the design team and I have $100 worth of stuff in my cart. You do it with everything, not just crafty Sophie. Yeah. I do the most with Amazon because I feel like when I get an extra amount of money that's like the quickest shipment. And so I have like several different categories of wish list items. It's ridiculous. But I'm good. I don't spend much money every month on crafting. I spend very minimal, and it would just be an awesome splurge if I won a couple $1,000s, I guess. That's probably how much it would cover with all of the things in my carts. So what do I have the most of in my stash? The most I have in my stash is paper, of course, pattern paper, and tiny bits of things. I have a lot of wood veneer and flares and sequins and buttons and tiny embellishments. My favorite thing to do is to add little surprises to my layouts so that when you're looking at it as a whole, it blends in, but when you look at it close up, you see this cute little puffy sticker, or you see this cute little button or flare badge. So that is definitely the big thing in my stash. What about you guys? What do you have most in your stash? That would be fun to know. Oh, pens and markers. Have you ever seen me use anything besides a black pen or a white pen or even a marker on my layouts? Why do I have them? I have jelly pens. I have Tombow pens. I have different colored kinds of pencils even. I've got skinny pens and fat pens and scripty pens, and it's ridiculous. So that, I guess, would be another one that I'd have a lot of in my stash. Number 8, what is your favorite item in your stash? My Tiny Bits box. You know, the box that I have with everything divided? And I have like wood veneer and flare badges and acrylic shapes and rubber shapes in it. I actually have a big Alex drawer, the wide one, underneath my desk, and at the very bottom drawer, that's like my Tiny Bits drawer. So I think that is definitely my favorite stash item. Sophie has an intense amount of adhesive. At least it's helpful. Yes. I'm bad at that, because I will spend money on everything but adhesive. I'm the same way at the house. Like, I would rather go out and I'd buy a pretty thing for my house than I would go out and buy something that needs to be fixed. I'm guilty. So adhesive, I run out of, and I have to go to the store and end up getting it. I usually have like one extra thing, and then I put it in my Amazon cart to purchase the next time around. Amazon's been my savior. So number 9, what's my most used item? My hands. Paper. I like to use everything, and right now I think I'm on this like mixed media kick and layering kick. So my I use my fingers a lot, and yeah, that would probably be, I don't know, my ATG. But then I don't really use ATG all that much, just when I'm putting down big pieces. I think, I think my hands. That's what I use. That's my most used tool. Number 10, where do you do your crafting? So I have a craft room. Yes, I will be putting up my craft room tour. I don't know when. We've been really busy, and I'm ashamed that I haven't done it for you guys yet. But I still have to finish a project, and that project goes, I have to paint one wall of my craft area for the kids, and then that wall wraps around to the next project that I have to do, and I don't have the time to do the next project. It's like a mud room. It's a big closet when you first walk into the house, and I'm taking that closet out and I'm putting in like a locker style bench. So when I get around to doing that project, and what I should just do is just clean up the flippin' craft room and do a tour of it without it finished. Shut up, Kira. Yeah, I should just she's been hassling me about this as well. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll clean it up when my foot starts to feel a little bit better, and I'll just do a tour for you guys without it being finished. And then, I can always do an update, but that way at least you'll have it. So to answer the question, where do I do my crafting? I do my crafting off of our kitchen. We have this like U-shaped kitchen, and then off of that there's an addition to the house that is a that's, yay, Kira. Fireworks are exploding. So there's an addition off of the kitchen that is a breakfast nook. And we have a dining room. We have a big living room. We have bigger rooms in the house. We live in a 100-year-old farmhouse that I'm super lucky to be in. And we have that addition breakfast nook. So I don't need to have like a room with a door on it, because we don't need to eat at more than one spot. We have the dining room. We don't need to have a breakfast nook. It would be nice, but I would rather have a craft area. And the other thing that I really love about having it right off the kitchen is oftentimes I will be cooking dinner and waiting for something to boil, and I'll just go over and do a couple things on my layout and then come back into the kitchen and cook something, or do dishes and then get done with dishes and then come over to my craft room. I love the fact that it's kind of out in the open, that I can see my family. My kids are young, and so they like to be loud, but that doesn't bother me. They also really enjoy coming in and creating at their desks when I'm in my crafty space. The other great thing about it is that I have two big giant windows in my craft area, and I can look out into the backyard to see them swimming or playing, and so I just leave my window open and watch them play, and that is really convenient. So while they're having fun, I'm having fun inside. Number 11, a layout or a project I've been procrastinating on besides my craft room. You're way too messy of a crafter that you do it at the dining room table. Yeah, I used to too. I used to do all of my crafting at the dining room table. So what happened is that we would never have dinner at the table. I would have it cleared off like 1 week out of every couple of months, and mind you, like I run my own other business, a small business, and it's a crafty related business. So I really need the craft space. And now I have like the full basement for wood signs. And then I have also the craft area for all of my like hobby related stuff, which sometimes it does double duty for the Giddy Chicks wood sign business. But yeah, that's that. Layout or project I've been procrastinating on besides my craft area room tour would be December Daily from 2016. I hated it. I absolutely hated December Daily. It is my favorite time of the year, Christmas. It is, yeah, you totally did call it, Kira. And actually it popped up on my screen at the exact same time that I said it. That was pretty funny. I am so busy during Christmas. My husband's a pastor, so we have like church stuff going on. And I have the Giddy Chicks business, so we're doing at least 2 bazaars during the month of November and December. And then I added on December Daily. I got through like, I don't know, maybe day 8 or 9. And then I was like, I can't do this. I cannot do this. So next year, or this year, I'm doing it a little bit differently. I'm just going to do a mini album, and I'm going to do 12 stories of Christmas so that I have something to focus on during Christmas time. And I will probably continue to do layouts and also the, project life stuff. But for the most part, I am not going to be doing December Daily. But I do want to finish what I started. I have a lot of stuff already out for that. Yeah, December Daily is definitely too much work and stress, especially for me. So the next question is a layout. Do you put your layouts in a pile after you're done or in an album? I put them in a pile until I've gone live on YouTube and done my process videos, and then I put them straight into my album. So I take them off of the pile when I'm filming. That way my layout is right there, and then as soon as I get done filming, I go downstairs and I put it in my album. I can't focus the other way. Like, just the idea of my piles getting stacked up like that would be too stressful for me. Number 14, favorite places to shop. I do too, Kira. Kira says that she wants to start hanging them like Paige Evans does. And I have the back of my upper cupboards is the back of my crafty space. I feel like there's this light just coming down right here. Has that changed, or has that always been there? Ooh, sorry. There. I have this back of my cupboard. That's the back of my craft room, and I didn't know what to do with it, and I was thinking about hanging up one of those IKEA wire hangers, like curtain rods, and then clipping layouts, but I would have to get up on a stool every time to do that, so I haven't quite figured out where I would hang it, because I only have that space for wall space, or I have above the windows. Yeah. Kira, you said that you want to get that same curtain rod, the wire curtain rod. Actually, I have one in my bedroom. It's this thing right here. Right there. So it goes all the way across my windows, and you can clip your layouts onto it. But I really wouldn't, unless I did it in front of my windows, I wouldn't really have a place to put the layouts. So yeah, I'll think of something creative though. So favorite places to shop. Online, any place that has a sale. If it has, I usually don't buy things full priced. I have a friend who is a consultant for Notion's marketing, and I can get things 50% off from there. It's like the hubbub of where you would go if you are a retailer for scrapbooking supplies. So if I place a $200 order, I can get it from there through her, as long as I don't resell it. But that sometimes is where I go. But if I'm going to go online to shop, it's only going to be if they're having a sale. Because I'm pretty happy with my kit subscriptions. And I can't go through those every month. So that is working out really well for me. And I'm building my stash that way because I can't kill a kit. I just don't have enough time to do it. Paper Issues is still doing 50%. I think they're doing it until the 9th, and I purchased 3 collections, and you totally are an enabler. Sorry, I keep getting text messages. But yeah, that was an amazing sale, and I really enjoy getting like Freckled Fawn $5 grab bags, or Studio Calico when they have their sales. When kit clubs have their end of season sales, I like to go there and get it. I follow everything on Instagram, so if I get the notice right away, then I'm able to get steals of deals, and it doesn't have to be the latest and greatest thing because I get stuff in my kit club every month that satisfies my soul. The only thing that I feel like I'm lacking is like stamp subscription or stamps in my set. What's my favorite grab bag I've ever bought? Studio Calico. Yeah. I love Studio Calico grab bags, or I don't know if they call them grab bags. They're just like, they're cheaper kits that when their kits go on sale. Every time that I've gotten a Studio Calico kit, I've never been disappointed, but I will not pay full price for their kits. Their kits are outrageously expensive, so I get them only when they go on sale. My second favorite grab bag would probably be when we went to that convention last year together in Tacoma, and we picked up some kit bags they were like Gossamer Blue. Still haven't used it because it's so pretty. But that had to have been, it was only $5, and it was a full-on kit. It had a stamp set, enamel dots. I need to bust it out, is what I need to do, because it goes perfectly with the Cedar Lane collection, and I need to just use that for this fall, for my fall scrapbooking, and not get any fall lines. So, yeah, that's probably my second favorite kit that I've ever purchased. Physical stores that I like to shop at, definitely Tuesday Morning. It's a love-hate relationship with Tuesday Morning. Because our Tuesday mornings suck. You never get ephemera packs. They never really have anything that you want. But when they do, it's like the God from heaven comes down and all of the angels start singing hallelujah because you finally found something at 49 cents for an ephemera pack. And so what I have told Kira is that I just need to send you a prepaid $20 card every month, that when you buy your stuff from San Antonio, you could just double that and then send Mary a Tuesday morning surprise. Yeah, I can't come down to San Antonio. But I can send you money, and when you're already there, you can go ahead and just purchase extra stuff for me. But I do love the hunt, and I love also going to thrift stores to find supplies. I've found some really unique items. I've found some paper punches. I don't, like, most of the time when you go, it's a hit or miss. I don't get outdated kind of stuff, but I've gotten tiny phrase stickers, I've gotten tiny letter stickers, and some of them are my favorites that I've purchased from the thrift store. I also really enjoy finding unique items to add in, like you guys have seen me use that sheer fabric that I put on my pages sometimes as a layering piece. I picked that up at a thrift store, and it's one of my favorite things to use for layering because it's just so pretty and adds a really unique texture. Pens I've found there before, like Tombow markers and things like that. So every time that I go, if I'm looking for my kids for stuff or for me for outfits, I'll definitely check out their stationery bins. Other than that, I really don't like going to Michael's or Hobby Lobby anymore unless I need a supply because everything is overwhelmingly cheesy iconic to me. I don't need unicorns and rainbows and cupcakes and donuts and sprinkles and cactus and succulents and flamingos and pineapples on every single layout. I'm really sorry if that offends you guys. You know what? You do you. But it's seriously every single time that I go to Michael's, it's like, can we do something else now? I can't even. I've vowed to not buy any more hot buy paper pads. They eat up my silhouette machine. So I can't do any, silhouette cutting on it because they eat my blade right up. Never comes out right. And like I said, I get so much in my kits that I can't keep up with, and I'm always going to have paper. So be looking because I'm probably going to do some like sales on YouTube. And let me know if you guys are interested in it because I would be happy to sell some of my stash. And I was thinking it would be fun to go through and make mini kits to sell, like $15 kits. And if you've been watching for a while, you've seen me put together some DIY kits before. So let me know if you would be interested in that. And I would totally love to get rid of some of the stuff and have it go to somebody who will use it instead of it just sitting in my stash. So the last question is number 15. What would be my dream job in the industry? My dream job in this industry, like I said, I would love to design stuff. That would be awesome. I feel like my dream job would be something to do with combining emotional health, encouraging women, and yes, we all encourage each other. And that's why it's a great part of the community to be in. But I really want to do some kind of therapy scrapbooking, whether that would be online classes or, even to the extent of doing Bible studies online. This is exciting news. I will be starting going through the ordination process with my denomination in December. They have 2 openings a year, and December 1st would be the next opening. And my husband and I have always been great partners in doing anything together. We've been together since high school, 18 years old, and so we're going on, 17 years? We've been together for 17 years. And we've started off life as partners in everything. We were study partners, and then we've worked together before at the same place. We've worked together on his dad's fishing boat. We're just always doing stuff together. And so we really feel like that's kind of where both of us are being led, is to do co-ministry together. So if I could take some part of that aspect of my life and combine it with scrapbooking or paper crafting or art, that would be amazing to me. And I've just seen how much God has already used this creative adventure to encourage not only me, but to be able to encourage you guys. I think we're just so hard on ourselves. And as women, we already have enough junk going on in our lives. So we don't need to have this thing that should be our outlet be a part of that. It should be something that relieves all of the junk that goes on in our lives. So that would be my dream job. And yeah, that's it. So I get to tag 3 crafty people here on YouTube. One is Kira, because if I had to do it, you have to do it too, girl. So I'm tagging Kira Ness. I call her Awesomeness, for those of you guys who don't know. And I'm also going to tag Elizabeth. Don't you give me that face, girl. Don't you give me that face. Watch, the next one will be 3 eye rolls. So I'm tagging Kira. I'm going to tag Elizabeth, who Hannah tagged as well. And I'm also going to tag, so Elizabeth is Eternally Inspired Mama. I love her. Her and I share the same heart, it feels like sometimes. She speaks into my life so many times when she does videos, and I love it. And then the Tattooed Crafter, who is Julia, and I've fallen in love with her too. If you haven't seen her YouTube channel, go over there real quick and subscribe, because she is so much fun to watch, and I love watching her and her husband James. They're just a fun couple, and so I would love to hear the tags from these lovely ladies. All right, you guys, I feel like I need to move my foot because it's falling asleep now. So I am going to go downstairs and be a zombie with my kids and my family downstairs. So I love you. Thank you for joining and stopping in and saying hi. Mwah. Bye.